everyone, it's Dylan with CT Aquatics, and today I'm going to be showing you how I built the stands for our new Frag system.
So to start off, I got a bunch of 2x4s from Home Depot and I started cutting them to length. For this stand, our tanks are 4 foot long by 2 feet wide. So I'm cutting my first 2x4s in half as they are 8 feet long, and this will get me the 4 foot dimension. The next pieces that I'm going to cut will be 21 inches long. The reason for making these 21 inches long instead of 2 feet is because they will butt up to the inside of the 4 foot pieces that we just cut. The thickness of a 2x4 is 1.5 inches, and based on the fact that these will be on the inside of that, 1.5 and 1.5 is 3 inches, plus 21 inches creates the 2 foot dimension that we'll need for the tank. The last thing that I have to cut is the legs. The legs will consist of 2 supports and 1 guide. The length of the supports needs to be the same as the height of the stand, minus 7 inches. Taking away the 7 inches accounts for the 2 frames. You will also need to cut a guide. Generally, I like to make these 1 inch less than the height of the stand. Now that everything's cut, it's time to start assembling. I start by taking the 21 inch pieces and butting them up to one of the 4 foot pieces. And then I drive in 2 3-inch screws. Once I have attached both of the 21 inch pieces to the 4 foot piece, I then take the other 4 foot piece and attach it to the other side in the same method. Because I need 2 of these frames to make a stand, I'm going to repeat this process. Once both of the frames are complete, I'll now start building the legs. The legs consist of 2 supports and a guide. I'll start by laying the first support on top of the guide and center it. I'll then screw it together using 7 2¼ inch screws, 3 in a line down the middle and 2 on each end. I will repeat this for all 4 legs. I will then attach the second support. The second support gets lined up with the first support flush and may hang over the back of the guide. That is normal. I will then secure it using 8 screws this time, in the same pattern, but this time I'll have 2 in the middle. Again, I'll do this for all 4 legs. And now it's finally time to start putting these stand together. I start by taking each of the legs and standing them up into the corners. As you can see, the guide helps to hold it in place. It was a bit of a balancing act, so I had to ask my cameraman to help me. Now that everything is in place, I was able to grab my 2¼ inch screws and I could start screwing it together. At first, I'm only going to put 1 screw into each of the corners, that way I can go back later on, square and level it up. Unfortunately, we did stop filming after this portion of the video, but to finish off the stand, we cut an additional 4 pieces that were 21 inches long to use as supports in between the 4 foot sections, and also as an additional place to screw the plywood to. And then we added plywood platforms on top of each of the frames. And this is the finished stand. Currently, we just have a 60-gallon sump on it, and soon we will be making this into our main Frag system.
And remember, if you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications to join us on our journey through the sea. So there you have it. You've seen us cut the wood, screw together the bases and legs, and assemble that into the final stand. Thanks for watching.